What's up, you guys? So first, to start off, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Brown Dip Brown for Nicole's eyebrows. I didn't want anything too dark, and I have soft brown on my eyebrows. And I feel like soft brown is like a good shade or a go-to shade for eyebrows whenever I'm filling a client's eyebrows. Just because I feel like it looks natural, it's not too light, and it's not too dark. So for concealer, I'm using this concealer by Maybelline and the Anastasia Beverly Hills 0.5 concealer. I mixed those two together, and I'm just using that to carve out her eyebrows and to give her a base for her eyeshadow. Now to set her brows, I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way setting powder because this is translucent, so it won't take away the color of her base. And if you set the eyeshadow, if you set the base, it makes it easier to blend the eyeshadow. So to contour her eyes, I use the Tarte contour palette. That's not the correct shade. I know it's like something Paradise palette. And we were just on live on Instagram, so we were just like answering people. I'm using the Huda Beauty palette, and I'm taking the reddish shade in the palette and putting this on the outer V of her eye, blending that in with the crease, or known as the transition shade. So then we're saying hi to everybody. I'm taking the concealer that I use as her base, and I'm using that to do kind of a cut crease, but not so much. And I'm going in with this gold shade, using my finger at first, but my nails were too long, so it got in the way. And I went and switched up with a brush to pack on the gold. She wanted like a neutral gold look, so that's what we went for. I'm using Artist Couture's Illuminati highlight because I really want the gold to stand out and be very shimmery. Running out of breath. And I'm doing the same steps on the other eye. So here I'm just deepening up the crease, and to intensify the gold or the lid shade, I'm going in with Urban Decay's Heavy Metal Glitter in Midnight Cowboy. This really made her lid pop. Like, I love the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitters. They're so bomb. So for mascara, I'm using the Benefit Cosmetics Royal Lash. Obviously, the brush is going to be different from the disposable brush the spoolie that I'm using on her lashes, but that doesn't matter because we're going to be going on with lashes anyways. For foundation, I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation in the shade 110. It's either 110 or 111, but I think it's 110. And I'm blending that out with the damp beauty blender, and she's just taking selfies on Snapchat. Then I'm using the concealer that I use on her lid as a base, and I added a little bit of 0.5 by Anastasia Beverly Hills because I wanted to make it a little lighter directly under her eyes, just to brighten up the eye area. I'm just sharpening out the edges, but later on I actually kind of blended that out because I didn't like that it was too sharp. So I'm putting this on her T-zone, where I would normally put concealer, and kind of by her jaw, and then I'm going to blend that out with the beauty blender. I'm also carving out her eyebrows a little bit. And after I'm done blending that out, I'm going to be setting her face with the Born This Way translucent powder by Too Faced. So I'm going back into the Tarte Paradise palette. I'm taking this yellow shade and I'm only putting this, actually no, I'm putting this in multiple spots. I'm putting this under her eyes because I really want to brighten up her eyes. I put a little bit on her chin, the bridge of her nose, and her forehead a little bit. I'm using the same palette to contour her face. And I love this palette for bronzing and contouring. It's so warm and it just looks so good. It kind of like gives you like a tan that you don't have. Like if you really want to look bronze, this palette is really good. So I'm using that and I'm just contouring her jaw, her chin, under her lip, her temples, like of her forehead, cheekbones, and her nose. So here I was like midway done with her makeup and I just wanted to put it on my Instagram story, and here she is lip syncing. She's so cute. I love her. I'm using the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara in Brunette. This is going to make sure her hairs or her brows stay in place, and it's also like a tint, so it's just going to kind of lighten her brows a little bit. I love this stuff. So I didn't have any blush on me, and the trick to using blush is, or substituting blush, is using eyeshadow. So that's what I used. And I'm just curling her eyelashes because her natural lashes kind of go straight and the falsies were kind of flaring up. Those lashes are from Sephora. They're very like simple, basic lashes. I'm now smoking out her waterline with the shade I used in her crease. And then I'm adding liner to her waterline, right below her waterline. Sorry, my phone just went off. Right below her waterline, just because I didn't have any black eyeshadow to smoke it out. So what I'm doing is improvising. And I'm just going to smudge out the liner. Mind you, she has very sensitive eyes, so I'm being like very careful. I'm also using the liner to hide away the glue a little bit. Then I'm setting her face with MAC Fix Plus spray, which is running out. I need to buy some more. I love this setting spray. It just makes your face look like skin. I'm using the Huda Beauty highlight palette. I know it's not like called that, but at the moment I don't have it near me, so I don't know the exact name. But I'm just highlighting all over her face, making her skin look glowy and just, you know, nice. I like to give that skin a nice glow and make everything look fresh. I feel like when you have a nice glowy skin with glitter shimmery eyes, it looks very nice together. So I'm doing that on her cheekbones, chin, forehead, tip of her nose, bridge of her nose. I kind of blend that out with my beauty blender. Whenever I feel like the highlight looks a little too messy, I take the beauty blender and I kind of just go over it with that. I'm also highlighting her cupid's bow. This kind of makes her lips more full. And I'm adding that into the tear duct. I'm actually adding the Artist Couture highlight on her tear duct and her brow bone. And this is her Doc Sophia. For lips, I'm using MAC Honey Love lipstick with NYX number 22 lip pencil. And I'm using Fenty Beauty's highlight Trophy Wife, setting her face with Fix Plus, and we're done.
Oh, so I hope you guys enjoy this video of me doing Nicole's makeup. Let me zoom it in.
Hold on.
You guys can see that.
She popping, y'all.
So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also turn on your post notifications for whenever I post a new video. Follow me on Snapchat and Instagram. I'll keep that up here. And turn your head this way so you can see. Close your eyes. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video, which she will be in as well.
Yes, next Friday. You heard?